Hey, what's up YouTube? Chaos Girl here, and today is my very first gaming video. We're going to be playing Dungeon Siege 2, and I really hope you guys enjoy. I have been waiting forever and ever and ever to do one of these videos, but school has eaten me alive. Anyway, first things first, we're going to start a new character. All you do is create a new hero. There's 4 races: Dryad, Elf, Half-Giant, and Human, and they each come with their own bonuses. So I'm just going to pick a Dryad, and then you can customize appearance, hairstyle, whatever. So I'm going to go with this one, and then there's like the Medusa, Bedhead, whatever, these hairstyles. I'm going to go with this one. And then you can change their hair color and everything. It will be a blue hair Dryad. So, the hero name, whoa, woo! If you heard my voice there, I just burped and it got like a little air bubble in there. It sounded really weird. Anyway, I'm going with the name Fern, just because that sounds like a very Dryad-y name. Okay. Oh, oops. A party with this name already exists. Okay, we will call this person... What's a nature-y name? Oh my god, I don't want it to be something stupid. It'll be Rain, because that's not stupid at all. Okay, there we go. So, we're picking Mercenary because that's the only difficulty you have, and this is the introduction.
1,000 years ago, when Arana was young but not innocent, the first age of man came to an end by the meeting of a sword and a shield. The sword of Zaramoth the Unmaker, powered by a subterranean river of magic, had ruled the age by unquestioned force, until the shield of Azunai the Defender became the sword's only rival in power. They were destined to meet on the field that would forever be known as the Plain of Tears. Zaramoth commanded control of the power. Azunai longed to disperse it. Both zealots could not win. But unbeknownst to either warrior, the sword and shield had destinies of their own. The sword shattered the shield and sparked the great cataclysm. The land split open, and the souls of the warriors, ripped from their chests, rushed into the river of souls that flowed beneath the land, splintering it into 1,000 ley lines. The shockwave was felt in every part of Arana. Even the lives that were spared were changed forever. The stars shifted, and the Second Age began.
Pretty dramatic. Part 2.
All this was forgotten for centuries. The magic that was scattered on the Plain of Tears was fractured under the world, waiting with its unpredictable power. Until a young prince named Valdis followed powerful visions to the mountain fortress called Zaramoth's Horns. The dark wizards mastered the magic and granted Valdis access to the lost sword of Zaramoth, the very instrument that ended the First Age. In that instant, the Second Age fell under the sword's ominous shadow.
Necrotch armor, no! It kind of looks like a more crazy version of the Lord of the Rings, like, introduction. But it's like way different. Yes, flying prostitute action. Sorry, I moved the camera. Hell yeah!
More worthless mercs! You're late! You're needed at the front immediately! Check in with Martin Lieutenant Gerund at the tower! Now get moving!
I've had a bad feeling about this ever since we left Amonlu. There's something... I don't trust these mortals.
Okay, so this is me, and you just click on the mouse to move. So, up here, this is where we're going to talk to.
Mark, report to Martin Fighter Talk ahead for your combat lesson! Get moving now!
On our way, open the gate, please.
Do you know which end of a blade is which, maggot? Let's see if you can destroy this training dummy with your dagger.
Okay, easy enough. So anyway, you have the dagger, the dagger. We have the dagger equipped, and all you do is just look at the training dummy and right click on the mouse. And that destroys it. Okay, then you click Z on the keyboard to collect all the items that dropped.
You'd better be able to handle a ranged weapon if you want to get paid, worm! Destroy this training dummy with your bow! Now!
Easy enough, farewell. So anyway, to equip it, you just press the I button, and then it's going to give you this whole inventory tab information about it. Then you take the bow that's in your inventory, click on it, and click it into your inventory, and then just place the knife down. Then same thing, it's already equipped up here in the corner, and then you just right click. And then click Z to capture, oh my god, what is wrong with me?
I can't imagine you worms have the wits to cast spells, but it'll be amusing to watch you try. Destroy this training dummy with your fire shot or your ice shot spell.
Easy enough, farewell. So then you also have this spell book that's up here. We have a nature magic, oh my gosh, nature magic spell and a combat magic spell. So I'm gonna go with combat magic and then just right click.
More mercs playing at war! You probably don't even understand how to gain experience in the 4 classes, do you, scum?
I think I need the differences explained to me again.
You mercs won't survive the night, but you may make it till sundown if you pay attention. You'll only gain experience in the class by fighting with its associated weapon type. If you fight with a melee weapon, you'll gain melee experience, and if you fight with a combat magic spell, you'll gain combat magic experience. It doesn't get any simpler than that. Before you proceed, choose a class and stick with it. If you switch weapon types too much, you'll become a weak jack of all trades. And then those cursed dryads will eat you for breakfast. Not that you wouldn't deserve it.
In conversation. Okay, so anyway, if you didn't understand that, it's just saying that if you use combat magic, then that makes you a combat mage.
Took you long enough, worm. The other mercs are at the front lines already. The Temple of the Ghost must be taken by nightfall. Now get moving!
Wait, I have a bad feeling about this. My medallion feels heavy, as if it's trying to tell me not to move.
Not that superstitious nonsense again. That medallion is just a pretty bauble from your sister. We have a job to do, so let's get to it.
You aren't being paid to stand around! Get moving! Now!
Okay then. this is where the actual fighting things happen.
Those filthy dryads are summoning another shell! You Marks, get in there and destroy that thing!
Those must be the Bracken we learned about as children. Let's take them out!
So this part might be kind of loud because it's battle. Just right click on the enemies, and then you can right click and hold it down, and they just keep moving from enemy to enemy once it's killed, and then that allows you to... Okay, so now the point is to go after this Bracken pod so that no more Bracken can spawn. Okay, I don't have enough mana, so M for mana on the keyboard, and then that replenishes your mana if you have any in your inventory. Okay.
These Bracken are as weak as Calrathian ale! We can kill them faster if we spread out! We should switch to Rampage mode!
So Rampage mode is just another way of fighting. I prefer Mirrored mode, which is the one I'm in, and that just means that if you right click on an enemy, then all the people in your party will go after that enemy, as opposed to spreading out and going for different enemies. These things are so wimpy.
These creatures remind me of our scuffles with the Tacklat! Tough! If we focus our fire, they'll go down faster! Let's switch to mirror mode!
So up at the top it'll say the name, the health, and what it's weak to. These tree things are weak to fire, and that's lucky because I'm using fire. Okay, so this is actually a really long game. Like, I never actually made it to the end of this entire game. But I really hope that this interests you guys and, like, totally makes you want to buy it and play it because it's really a fun game. Especially the killing part. That's awesome. Okay, so another thing that I didn't mention yet is... Okay, so I'm just going to press M for mana. Another thing I didn't mention was the special powers at the bottom of the screen, right here. The 1 and 2. And those are special powers, so if you press 1, then you're equipped with the special power. So if I press 1, and then I click on this guy, that summons my power, and it kills them with, like, extra strength. And then just press H to use health potions. Okay, those things are also weak to fire.
These wooden creatures are weak to fire! Too bad I'm not a combat mage!
I just read his mind. Dude, he like shoots things out of his face. Okay, so it just says that Rain has advanced to level 2 in combat magic by casting combat magic spells. Okay, so it's a pretty long walk to where you
Hey,
need to go.
that sword looks a lot like the weapons my father gave us when we were first learning to fight. You should pick it up.
Okay, so these are like these magic bookcases, and if you click on them, they'll give you spells and like potions.
I have that traitorous fiend in my sights. I could, but why does my heart stay my hand? Perhaps there is more at play here than I can tell for the moment. There's something about this one.
Did you see that elf? I recognized him. It was Amryn.
Amryn, are you certain? I have heard rumors of his gift of sight, but have never seen him before. What would he be doing here?
I know that he is much talked about in Drudwin's tavern back home. He's rarely seen, but his deeds, real or imagined, are discussed there with enthusiasm.
Why would he be fighting with the Dryads of this isle? From what I know, elves have never had much to do with Dryads, at least not that I am aware.
I would be interested in finding that out myself.
Can I do something for you?
Yes, die and leave me a pint of your blood.
He has Ebola. Oh gosh. I'm actually really scared I could get Ebola. There's like been so many outbreaks. It's like the plague but worse. Okay,
These Tetrol are tough! Next time we see one, use my brutal attack power on it. That'll surprise them.
that would be number 2. And there we go, it just blew up into chunks. I'm just gonna leave that right here. See, they're just too easy. So it's kind of hard to see because there's like a lot of graphics in here, but the red circle means I'm kind of dying. Bloody chunks! For real? Oh wait, hold on. Okay. Gotta pick up my mana potion. Okay, let's keep going. It's kind of hard to tell who's me and who's Drebin because we both have blue hair. Ooh, I didn't even use my power on that one. Okay, from here I know we're almost to like the climax of the introduction.
You're turning into quite the warrior. Keep in mind, you should choose a class and stick with it if you want to approach my expertise.
The temple is through the cave. Get moving now.
Stop a moment. My medallion. I know how you feel about it, but I just can't shake this feeling that something is going to happen. The closer we get to the temple, the stronger I feel it.
Honestly, Drebin, when we are out of here, I'll buy you a frothy mug of ale and you'll feel much better.
I look forward to that. But for now, I want you to take my medallion. Please, it's important to me. More than you know. Just promise that you won't ever let Voldus take it.
I am tired of this. Very well, since you are so obsessed with it, I'll hold your medallion until we return home. Now let's move on. Gotta move on. Oh god. Power! Oh, I love that. The level of violence in this game is great. And then, like, to change perspective, like I'm changing the scene right here, all you do is just, you can use, like, the keys, the WASD, or you can move it with the mouse, like, you can just turn your mouse to the different, like, a different direction, and then that changes your view. So, because, like, my arrow's going to the side, and that changes the perspective. Pick up gold, but not really because it's just like 1 or 2 pieces of gold. Okay, here's where it gets interesting. Like, this is the main point of the introduction.
Get moving, worm! You marks are late! Get to the temple!
He is like the definition of OP. Okay, just kind of a little spoiler, we're gonna meet Valdis. Okay, that is part of the Aegis, which is the shield that we learned about in the introduction at the very first part of the game. That's Valdis. Okay, never mind, I stand corrected. He is the definition of OP.
Congratulations, Voldus. We have completed our task. When can we expect our pay?
Never!
Look out!
He's dead. I've completed a quest. Yay! Save my game. Okay. So this, if you guys, well, I mean, we're just gonna learn about this now, but this is the town of Irulan, and yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say about that.
What do you want?
Where am I? Where's Devin?
What? Oh, you're one of the new ones. We pulled you out from underneath the body of a blue-haired elf and brought you here to the town of Irulan. You're to be kept behind bars until we figure out what to do with you.
Let me out of here!
Warden Celia's in charge here, and what's to be done with you is up to her. If I were you, I would keep my head down and learn to be respectful before she finds you making demands.
I don't understand. What is this ring around my neck?
You wear the ring of submission to hold you in check. All prisoners must wear it.
Promise, eh? I mean, prisoner, eh?
Hush, here comes the warden now.
Blasted dryads! Quickly, Oren, while she's talking to that elf. Now's your chance.
See? He
Foul
just tried to murder
creature.
her.
I warned him what would happen if he attempted to harm a dryad. There can be no hope for these types.
So that was a human,
Do not
and
be
the human
so
tried to
hasty,
kill the
Celia.
dryad.
Some of these prisoners have roles to play yet. I have seen it. This poor soul here, for example. I know this one can be trusted.
I do not know, Amron. Given arms, that mercenary could well kill us all. The entire village is endangered.
As a personal favor to me, please give this prisoner a chance.
As you wish, my friend. I hope you are able to find that which you seek.
Namare, Melonamin. Till next we meet.
I'm assuming that's Elvish. Or Dryadish, whatever.
Amron the elf seems to trust you. I trust only the ring of submission around your neck.
Prisoner? Is that what I am?
Our troops found you on the battlefield. You are lucky they found you alive, unlike the blue-haired elf.
Drevin is dead? He must have foreseen this. Where are my things? My medallion.
You were fighting on the side of Valdis. You are an enemy to the Dryads of Irulan. Your friend is of no matter to me, and your medallion will remain property of Irulan until you show where your loyalties lie.
Okay, so there's two options you could say. One, I have no quarrel with you, I merely followed orders, or two, I am not loyal to Valdis, my sword was for hire and he paid well. I am going to say number two.
He can afford to. That monster raised our shrine to the ground and helped himself to our treasures. He grows richer by the day, as do soulless mercenaries like you.
When the coffers grow empty, when the coffers grow empty, ideals seem less urgent than an empty stomach.
Thanks to you and your employer, my village is stripped bare. The Aegis of life is gone, but for some reason, Amren asked that you be treated mercifully. I have a task for you.
More?
Go to the weaponsmith at the blacksmith shop. She has spared some sharpening stones for our warriors. Get them, and take them to the Dryad outpost just outside the north gate of town.
Very well. With this ring around my neck, I suppose I don't have much of a choice.
Be thankful Amren spoke up for you. Take my advice, prisoner, and avoid the animals of the jungle. One bite from them, and you'll be riddled with the plague. Now go, and don't make me regret granting Amren's favor.
Thank
There
God.
are creatures that carry the plague right outside the town gates. You will not even reach the outpost without being able to defend yourself. Take this equipment. It may not be the same as your old things, but it will give you some chance at least.
I hope you guys can hear this, because that would really suck if you couldn't hear it. Okay, that's all my stuff. So, just click Z, and then that enters it all into here. So, my spell book, and then it gives you info about the Adventurer's Handbook and spell book. Okay, that's the spell I want to use, because I'm choosing to be a combat mage. But, since this video is getting pretty long, I'm going to conclude the video here, and I'm sorry if this intro was a little bit boring. I know, honestly, it is kind of boring at first, but as the story progresses, there's a really rich story behind everything, and it is just a super fun game to play. As you can see, like, everything is, like, so detailed. So, this is the town of Irulan, and it's all up in the trees, and it's really majestic, and yeah, so this video will continue for part 2, chapter 2, whatever next time. So I really hope you guys liked it. If you did, click like, subscribe, show it to your friends, whatever, and comment down below if you liked it and if you are excited to see part 2, chapter 2. So thank you guys again so much for watching, and I love you all. Mwah! Bye.